remember that youth group meeting as if it were yesterday. Well, it was only this past fall, but I hope it sticks with me forever. There was this one amazing young girl who was new to the youth group this year. On this particular night, we were sitting around in a little circle, just talking. I didn't think it would be much different from any other time we talked. They were all good times. But this time, this discussion was one of those rare moments that changed me forever. And it changed the way that I thought about what church has to offer and what I can offer to God. Roger, our youth group advisor, was with us, trying to get us to open up a little.
So, anything else you want to do or talk about tonight?
Raj, can we talk about the future? What we hope to do in the future?
Okay, how do you want to start?
Can we talk about our dreams, like what we want to be? And can I go first?
Okay. Well, God might say we're listening for a calling. Go right ahead, Corey.
I would like to either be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, or I'd like to be a Peace Corps volunteer.
Well, you could probably do both of those things.
No, I want to be a football star for the Hokies, then go play with the Steelers.
Who or what are the Hokies? Just kidding.
I want to go to China or work for the UN. I want to help people understand each other, and I want to see China for real.
That's a very great idea.
I would make a ton of money, $1 million when I'm 30.
Wow. You know, $1 million in the future might not be what it is today. Do you think that'll make you happy?
Are you kidding? $1 million? That's got to make me happy, right?
I see we still have some work to do.
Then the rotation came to a girl named Elizabeth. Elizabeth had started coming to youth group about mid-year. Her parents had just gotten a job in the area, and she had moved to and attended the same school as most of the others in the group. Elizabeth was a rising 9th grader. She was kind of skinny, dressed in bland colors, with clothing that just kind of hung straight down. She probably had never had a good hair day in her entire life. Her hair was always all over the place. When she parted her hair, she had these really big, thick glasses that came out at you. So when she looked at you, what you would see first were those big eyeballs, and it was kind of unnerving. She was quiet, and mostly unnoticed in the group so far. She rarely made eye contact with anyone. She was shy, very, very shy. When we had a lock-in in the fall, she brought 7 books, and read 6 of them, in the sports closet, by herself. So when it came to Elizabeth, for the future, I thought, well, she has lots of possibilities for her calling. She could be an author, or writer, or an editor, or something. I knew she loves to read. I was a little worried, though, when it came to her time to speak. But she did speak, a little under her breath, but loud enough that everyone could hear her.
I really want to be a school teacher.
I thought, oh, okay, that's not what I would have thought, and it surprised Roger, too.
Wow, Elizabeth, that's interesting. Why do you want to be a school teacher?
Because I hate school.
Oh, Elizabeth, usually people do something in response to God's call that they enjoy.
Raj, I'm always picked last in a game. I have bad hair. I'm not very pretty. I'm way too shy, and I'm really, really smart. I'm an easy target. Every day in my new school since I moved, I've had other kids pick on me to the point that I start to cry. I've gone to each of my teachers in each of my 7 classes and have said, "Excuse me, would you please help me? The other kids are being mean to me." And all of my teachers in all 7 classes have said something like, "Oh, Elizabeth, you're too sensitive." Or, "Oh, Elizabeth, you just need to get a thicker skin." Or, "Oh, Elizabeth, just ignore them and they will ignore you." None of my teachers have done anything, not one. I want to be a school teacher so that when kids pick on other kids in my class, I will say to them, "You have to stop that. No one is allowed to put people down in my classroom. That is not allowed. Here, we treat each other with respect." I hate school right now, and the school hates me.
I was ready to cry. I wanted to say something that would break the moment. I wanted to say something profound and something that would help. I couldn't think of anything though. I'm sure I prayed to God to do something. Then, someone else chimed in without any self-consciousness at all.
Oh, Elizabeth. Well, dang, that sounds horrible. If I were you, I would hate school. But you know what, Elizabeth? I think you're great. I'm sure glad you come here. I think you're the best.
Elizabeth looked up at that moment. I had never seen her look up so clearly and with such emotion. She looked right at Ken, parted her bad hair, made eye contact with Ken through her thick glasses, and said,
I know, Ken. That's why I come to church. It has to be different here.
"Did you get that?" She said, "I know. That's why I come to church. It has to be different here." I know it's tough to live in today's world. I've had some tough days of my own, but I never thought that I would know much about Elizabeth's world, much less be able to do anything about it. I know that a lot of kids in school and a lot of people in the outside world do a lot of questionable things. This world is often cruel, and anything beyond school really scares me. But for Elizabeth, even school was no comfort. Now I know what has to be different. It is the church, but it is also me.